What's up, YouTube? Got some parts in for the bike today. Gonna be doing a little video on some jetting tips and tricks. I got a JD jetting kit today. I bought this kit because they have these really cool needles. You can only get them if you buy their kit. Unfortunate, but something out. It comes with a bunch of main jets too. I already have all these. They're like a 400 to a 440, I believe. And then, but what's really unique, and the only reason I actually buy the kits, are for these needles. You can see that they don't really have a taper like most stock needles do. The red one does slightly. It runs a little bit leaner from 0 to quarter throttle. But you can see the blue tipped needle is actually very linear, so it's going to make the transition a little bit smoother. And I remember on my 06 Yz125 it actually made it over rev quite quicker. Got some Bell Ray filter oil today, a new tire pressure gauge, spark plug, a 390 main jet because I'm running aviation fuel, 100 octane leaded, and it runs likes to be ran a lot leaner. Got an air filter in there. We got to oil up today. Trying out the Pro X piston this time. Supposedly they're OEM. It's a cast piston, nice side skirt moly coating on it. Got the Yamaha OEM gasket kit. When I do the top end, that'll be a few videos down the road. I'm going to be probably sending the cylinder out to get ported. And after I check the squish band, I'm going to get the cylinder head cut so that it's recessed into the cylinder, and either get the head milled however much I need the squish tightened up, or have material machined or milled off of the base of the cylinder. I'm not sure yet. We'll see when that time comes. And then I got some new tie-down straps for the bike. The other ones were getting old and had some fraying on them, just don't want to risk it. They're Caribbean style with the soft loops, really nice straps, only like 15 bucks or something. Really good kit. Alright, well let me go ahead and get started by loosening this screw right here on the reed clamp and then the air boot clamp, and then we will slide the carburetor out this way towards me and get these two screws on the slide. I converted them to stainless steel Allens because I hate dealing with screws. So the tools we're going to need is a 1/4 inch drive, ratchet, extension like a 2 or 3 inch, and a 3mm hex Allen. This one's just a snap-on socket. So the jetting kit says to start the blue marked needle with the clip in the 3rd groove from the top, which is what it's in, but there's there's 5 settings on these needles, same as stock. So I'm showing you the taper on these needles. See how it's like really smooth and you almost can't even see it, except on the red one there's a very slight taper, actually on the blue one, excuse me. Like it's almost unnoticeable. I might even be making it up, it's such a slight taper. These are the stock needles. Look at how much different the taper is. Certainly from that 0 to quarter throttle, it's pretty pronounced. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Try to get it up against something. I don't know if this camera is going to pick it up, but it's pretty significant, the taper that's on these needles. So it says in the JD jetting kit to install the kit's blue marked needle with the clip in the 3rd groove from the top. So we got a 3rd groove from the top, blue tip needle. This is actually the standard needle that is richer from 0 to quarter throttle. Little tip, keep your needles in one of these little containers. You can get them at like smoke shops. They're like joint tubes or something. It keeps them really clean, and they're protected in this nice thick plastic tube. Easy to take care of, easy to see what's in there. Your needles won't get all scratched up or anything in these. They're really convenient. and then it says install the 430 main from the kit for riding at sea level up to 3,000 feet. I'm not going to do that because the bike is actually too rich up top right now with a 400 main, because like I said earlier, I'm using aviation gas, and you have to lean the bike out quite a bit on that fuel. So I'm not going to mess with that. I literally only bought this kit for these two needles, and I'm actually probably going to go down to a 390 main after I ride it with this to see if it improves the transition into over rev. Alright, so let's get going and install this. Just a little bit snug, just like a quarter turn, just barely snug. You don't want to break that. It's like aluminum or something, I don't know. There's my beautiful daughter. Hi, Anastasia. Hi. Can you say hi? Say hi to YouTube. Anastasia. My beautiful girlfriend. Say hi, Amber. A lot of people have been asking me what I use for transmission fluid in my two-strokes. I use ATF Type F. It's specially formulated for constant mesh wet clutches. I get better clutch life out of them. The trans fluid comes out cleaner, and it's specially formulated for constant mesh wet clutch transmissions. Like I said, clutches grab harder, last longer. No reason not to run it. It's super cheap. If you have a closed gearbox like on a two-stroke, cheap, and it's made for them. Yeah, there's only benefits to it, really. So I just got the JD needle installed, made sure that the cap is fully seated, and just snug these two bolts. They don't need to be extremely tight. Got the clamps tightened up. Something I always do after is I verify that the throttle operates correctly, so it's smooth, doesn't catch, returns on its own. I want to give a quick shout out to my homie's company, Mantra MX. They're a local San Diego company, gear company. They are sponsoring Taka right now, the freestyle rider. They have some pretty sick gear sets out right now. I'd just go ahead and give them a look. They actually gave me these grip donuts, which I think are pretty sweet. They're pretty original. They're actually donuts. Go check them out. I'll put a link in the description of their website. I also picked up this Tusk tire pressure gauge. It goes from 0 to 60 psi. It's a lot more quality than I expected, actually. It's really heavy duty. It's got a stainless braid on the rubber. The parts unscrew, which is pretty cool, and they swivel. This is as accurate as my Motion Pro gauge, which was like 70 or 80 bucks, I believe. Last thing for today is I'm going to be lubing up the air filter and installing it, but I don't think you guys really want to watch that. I appreciate you guys and the views and support on the channel. Looking to grow it more and more and just keep putting out videos. I really appreciate all you guys. Have a great day.